Welcome to the EGLZ News Podcast. I'm Addie.
I'm Kiki, and we have
Nate.
If you could pick any rule to change in school, what would it be?
One rule, I would probably ban Pokemon cards.
Okay, and why?
I'm gonna have to provide a little fact to explain. See, in Saudi Arabia, Pokemon is banned because it apparently resembles gambling.
Why do you think it's gambling?
Gambling is like where you it resembles blackjack, dealing cards and such, where you do it for money. And gambling is not for kids; it's more like for adults. And so, if you you know how in James Bond movies they'll play a game of blackjack cards.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that, but they're like trading, and apparently they believe that it's gonna be the first step to being a gambler. Mm-hmm. And gambling, you could lose big time with gambling, and they don't want poor people, and also it just leads. Pokemon resembles blackjack dealing, which is often associated with gambling.
Wait, are you saying that kids are trading Pokemon cards for money?
No. I'm not saying they're trading cards for money. I'm saying that they're still trading cards for cards, but it kind of resembles blackjack dealing, and it's gonna be like a downward spiral. Do y'all have play with like slinky toys? Well, one end is like Pokemon cards, and it goes down and down and down, and the bottom is like full on gambling. It's very influential on their kids' behaviors. It's also really distracting from like school and such. So,
yeah.
It's just the lights blinding me.
It's fine.
It's all right.
So yeah, that's one reason why. Those are two reasons why I would ban Pokemon cards in this school.
Okay.
Now let's talk about pet peeves. Is there anything that irritates you?
One thing that irritates me is that when I'm just talking with my friends, and then some random people butt in, but then their friend, but then I'm just talking to myself, but then they butt in and say that what I'm saying is rude, but then their friend does that exact same, and then it's totally fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have another one?
One of the things that irritates me are when studios just remake a movie for money, and it's not working anymore. Disney. Do any of y'all have a pet peeve?
Yes. One of my pet peeves is like when someone's playing a sport like they suck at it and they think they're all good, but they're not.
What about you, Addie? Do you have a pet peeve of some sort? Maybe about a teacher?
Yes, I do. It's when a teacher tells us to do a test, but then continues talking, and we're trying to concentrate. It's just not.
Yeah, but then they're like, "Why are you failing the test?" And then the teacher tells you it's like the teacher takes a test, like Addie said earlier. But then they talk until we fail the test and say, "Why aren't you concentrating it?" The cycle ends with them. The student can't say anything about it because they're just going to get into a worse mess.
Thanks for sharing all the information, Nate.
You're welcome.
That's all for this week's EGLZ News podcast. Thanks for listening.